Here we go, and the match has started. Let's take a look at the loadouts. On the red team, we'll start out with Sturdy's Crackers. It's a Spire, blown here by Mighty Cap. Lumberjack Hades, Mine Launcher, and a Banshee. Ship number 2 is the Queen Curlin's Revenge. All watches on this galleon. I don't know if I said that word. Gatling, flare gun on the rear. And for the blue team,
Alright, blue team, we got the Reborn. It's being powered by Sunstrom. It's a Mobula with a Gatling on the top right, a flare gun on the top left, and 2 Artemis on the lower decks with a Mercury at the top. And then we got the Duel of Fates. This is going to be, he's already shooting that Lumberjack into Queen Kerwin's. This is going to be a Lumberjack flak on the bottom left, Watch a Carronade on the bottom right, the Hades on the top.
with the galleon charge.
That's
no
really all he can do, though.
He's in.
That's what I was worried about, and that's what I kind of thought he was going to do, is just charge in, take the hits, and set his ally up for success. He has no choice, though. He can't really, like I said, the terrain to work around here is kind of hard to do, and I've flown with water, and we've had to do this strategy before, and it sucks, but it can work.
Yeah, it definitely, the more clever you are with it, the more it pays off.
Yeah. I've flown with them numerous times where we've had to do this kind of shit. It's not fun knowing you're going in and just going to take all the hits, and it's really, are they going to kill you before you make it to them? That's kind of what it turns into. It's not fun being a pilot or a crew of that kind of a ship, but I mean, what else are you going to do?
It looks like it's working out, though. The Lumberjack advantage started to stack up on the Duel at Fates. He's down to half health.
Yeah.
Now, you know, you've got a halfway decent 2v1 going out on the Reborn, but Kerwin pushing forward puts him in the arcs of the Duel at Fates. So we'll see how this works out.
This might be a kill here.
Yeah, I think so. Popping the balloon on
If those
Kerwin
Banshees could
means
connect,
he's
like those
following
Banshees.
Reborn down.
Yeah, but he's going to die from that flak here in a second. Sturdy's is... I think the Banshee was a bad idea. He should have went with an Artemis. But with how low he likes to fly, maybe that's why he stuck with Banshee.
Yeah.
If he would have had an Artemis, Reborn would have been dead. There's no doubt in my mind, with an Artemis, Reborn would have been dead already. Even now, like, Artemis would have been connecting on that down haul, and that would have been a kill. You know what I mean? See, the Banshee's just missing.
We still have the kills. 1-1. First kill does go to blue.
Yeah,
We'll
first kill went to blue there on the Galleon.
I think Sturdy might be able to make it to cover.
He can actually follow up and get this kill. You know, I'm bashing the Banshees a little bit, but they do put a lot of pressure onto that hull, help with the hull bricks, with all the fire stacks. If you can just get them to connect, that's the issue, is they're not connecting. Shit, is he going to do the follow-up? He might want to back out, especially with knowing Reborn has a Mercury. There it is.
Yeah. I think that's what he was afraid
God.
of. He was not going to commit to that, knowing that Reborn was going to spawn right next to him. But
Yeah,
he's still stuck in a bad spot anyways.
Yeah, it's horrible spot. He might be okay though. Kerwin's coming in. Kerwin's going? I kind of expected him to go after the Galleon, but
Yeah, now he's going.
Gallion's going to turn towards them. Reborn. But this is the engagement we saw last time. The only difference between what we're seeing right now. Look at those watches. Jesus Christ. I can't believe those are hitting. The only thing we're seeing different right now is Crackers isn't set up to engage, which might be an issue. Reborn swapping targets. Look at this. Okay, first engagement, Reborn turned towards the Galleon, but not this time. Not this time.
Yeah, he wants the Spire.
Kerwin bumps on the ground. Is Duel of Fate's going to swap targets, or is he going to chase Kerwin down? It looks like a chase, yeah. Crackers might be dead here. Yes, hull break's coming up. There it is. And that should be the kill if they connect that Artemis. The next Mercury shot plus Artemis should be the kill.
Should be. We got cover coming up.
Yep, he
Almost
dodges.
there. There's the armor break. Clutch save. It's all about the cover game.
Duel of Fates has an advantage here. Duel of Fates might get the kill. He doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just, well, you know what? Never mind, because I forgot he doesn't have a watch on that side. Just a useless guns right now.
Yeah,
Kerwin
everything
has the
is
advantage.
inside of arming on the Duel of Fates, which is going to leave Kerwin able to rise up and hit him with the watches.
Yeah. Reborn not going to support his ally, just looking for the kill.
Here we are back in this thing of 2v1, or excuse me, 1v1's happening. Kerwin pulls out the win on his end. Let's see what's happening over here with the Spire and the Mobula. They're doing a little ring around the rosy here with the terrain. And this is actually one of the areas where the Spire is going to have a leg up, because it's got a leg up in maneuverability. It's slimmer, so it can hug the terrain a little bit better. And
Yeah. I actually missed the kill from Kerwin, so what happened? Was that a Watcha?
yeah, it was just
Watcha?
Gat. You know, they had their port sides facing each other, and naturally the Duel Fates doesn't really work at that close range. So
Yeah, I missed that. I was had to alt-tab to do the timing thing. And I kind of figured that was going to happen, but I wasn't too sure when I saw that Duel Fates get behind Kerwin there for a second if there was if Kerwin was going to be able to pull something off. But
Duel Fates spawns back in though. I think he's got ideas on saving his teammate.
Nah, he's staying long range. Look at that. He's not moving in. He's going to stay where he's at. As long as these two stay behind that piece of cover they're already behind, then they'll be okay. Reborn might get the kill though. Yeah,
he hit very low. Yeah, there we go. He's got that Spire kill, and that makes him pretty safe 1v1ing this Galleon.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see Duel of Fates move in now, or at least try to get closer or do something. No, he's just gonna sit there. Okay, just trying to get that lumberjack into, and he does, so that's good. Only one shot.
And there's the break. And we have Flax.
That's all we need, though. And
looks like Flax are missing. It's all Artemis at this point.
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
Barely missed. That's going to be it for him. With that Mercury, you could stop connecting. There we go, the Gatling. That's a little better choice. Mercury was just connecting with engines and stuff, keeping that haul up. So Crackers is unspotted. He's trying to get away from this fight. He doesn't want to be seen.
Yeah, he's got plenty of cloud cover to just nope out of here, reposition, group up with his teammate, or not. They might be able to do a pincer here, which might actually be the smart thing. That'll get them in the door a little bit easier.
Yeah, let's see where he starts to spawn, that Galleon. Charlie 5 has a spawn point somewhere around there. Charlie 5, Charlie 6. So he might spawn there and then just go straight south. There it is, at Delta 5. There it is. Let's see what they do here. He's low. I forgot the spawns and water hazard push it really low.
Oh yeah, very low. It's very hard to spawn in mid-engagement because you're always going to be so low. Blue team having absolute control over the open territory here.
Yeah, this isn't looking too promising. Salty really not in a position to engage. He's getting there. But through all those clouds, his gunners are going to have a tough time.
And again, Galleon's a big target. Very easy to hit it, but there are no spots. So if Kerwin can get some spots, then I think Sturdy's Crackers can start doing some work here.
Yeah, that's very true. It is a lot easier to hit once you have spots out, even if it's through clouds. As long as it's a Galleon, even a Junker to an extent, if the Junker's broadside on you. But beyond those two, it can be really hard to hit a ship through clouds.
There's a spot on the Reborn, but I don't think that's the spot they want. It might be the spot they deserve, but it's not the spot they want. Blue team's going to back up. They know they're right on the clouds, and that's going to make it easier for the pincer push from the red team. So they're going to back up, give themselves some more open territory.
There's a lumberjack in the haze.
But he's
here we go.
Lumberjack in haze.
One lumberjack, no. And come on, where's the lumberjack? They're missing. Crackers missed his lumberjacks and needed that pop on that Galleon.
Yep, just in
so
time.
Now, here we go. The split engagement, the 1v1 that blue team wants, is happening right now.
2v1 with a quick down on the
Was
side.
it a 2v1?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah, Duel Fates did have his... I thought he was going to turn to Kerwin. Okay, so they went for the overkill there. Kerwin, not really good spot at all. They're probably going to see Duel Fates go long range on him here. Just protect Reborn.
Yeah, Kerwin's gonna try to run around and get some cover. He's gonna be eating a lot of shit while he's on the move, for sure.
Yeah, he's such a far distance away. These two are almost 500 meters away. That watch is going to be near useless at this range.
Right, and I don't think that's the point. It's not about having useful guns. He's just trying to stay alive. Get into cover. There he
He's
goes.
trying to
Just
get out
about
of there.
got it. He's safe.
He got away. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
The Reborn's going to chase. So this, if he does, Kerwin has a chance to redeem himself, but I don't know.
Yeah, Kerwin's going to make it really
he's
hard to
backing out.
chase.
Look at
Trying
this,
to
though.
fight
Dual
for that gap
fates.
as a module is pretty rough. He's gonna,
He doesn't even need to, though. The Mobby is going to turn his attention to that Spire, help with the Hall breaks, and get the kill on him.
Absolutely.
Botched watch there against Reborn from Kerwin.
Sturdy's got cover, though.
Another botched watch, and not going to be able to help his ally there.
There goes Sturdy's poking back out. Lumberjack's going out.
Yeah, looks like Reborn. Looks like Reborn saying, "Screw it, I'm going to go after the Galleon again."
Well, Kerwin presenting himself so nicely like that, makes it a very obvious decision. While Sturdy gets a hull break, about 40% permit down on the Duel of Fates.
Yep, there's the Hall break. I got about 5 out of 6 Banshee going into the balloon. See if he can keep him down, keep that Banshee pressure up on him, and we might have a kill here, especially if he keeps the Banshee on the balloon. Keep the fire stacks going. That way, if the Lumberjack misses, it's not a big deal, but Crackers takes some balloon pop, and that's going to not let him get the kill.
Yeah,
that
he's
he
going to
needed.
have to back up for cover because of that. Gotten so much of the work done, and then the Lumber starts coming back out from the Duel of Fates.
Yeah, but they both switch targets at the same time here, so Lumberjack's going out, trying to support each other. Duel of Fates on the Galleon and Crackers on the Mobula. So they both swapped at the same time. They gave up doing the 1v1.
Yeah, this puts Kerwin in a bad position because both of these blue ships are able to engage him from range, and
Ooh,
he can't do anything
Flax,
here.
taking Flax. Look at that, Kerwin down to 2% health. Salty has the advantage on Reborn, but it's not enough. It's too late.
Yep.
Damn.
Too late.
That's a pretty good match.
That's a good match. A lot of
Good target swapping.
From the red team, yeah.
Yeah, I think the target swapping is where both teams kind of faltered a little bit. Looks like both of them were kind of making mistakes and not properly going for who they should have been going for, or at least they were going after who they should be going for, but probably not in a timely manner. Seemed like there's like a 20-second delay or 15-second delay.
Yeah, when teams start trying to make these really tricky moves, trying to split each other apart, it does get very hard to distinguish, like, who should I go for in this instance. And then you come to realize that your teammate's going to die alone, and you have to switch targets, but it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, that's exactly what we saw. Pretty much every engagement, actually, that's exactly what we saw. So now this next match is going to be Clash of Blacklift. This is going to be ECT against East Chaladin Trading Company against the team we just saw now. So vote Blacklift.